Good morning, Past Bing. I'm naked. Actually, hang on. One thing. I've put on a tie so I've got something to attach my clip mic to. You see, Past Bing, Mandy and Phil are away this weekend, which means I can be naked around the house and not worry about anything. Say hi to Mandy's mum for me. Send her my love. I'm naked in your bedroom. I'm naked in your bedroom. Did he fart? Did he do a barefaced fart in your room while you weren't around? You'll never know. You'll just know that there's a possibility. I was naked in your office, Mandy. I'm touching your things whilst naked. So today, mostly I've been hanging out in the living room trying to get all those little things, you know, all those things that pile up, done. I've spent some time on our Discord. I've been posting to Patreon. I'm messaging Kickstarter backers and posting an update, as well as editing more of those long form interview videos. Scheduling things. If I get the angle just right, hang on. If I move Patrick Dempsey, can I get a little bit of booty? Yeah, I can. That is my out of focus butt. I'm gonna get demonetized for that. That's not safe for work. Ooh, what else have I got on this list? Edit, scheduling, press releases, message friends and collaborators, message backers, post update, checklist of interviewees. I want to make sure that I don't leave anyone out. I want to double check that everyone that was interviewed for the PB stuff is in the PB stuff, and as many of them as possible get interviewed in a follow-up. I'm sorting some stuff out from that. I'm posting to Patreon. I'm listening to the latest LCD sound system. I now find myself working across two laptops. This is my really old laptop with the dead battery, and I'm trying to update it so that if, in case this one just completely dies, I can use this one to edit, just so I don't get completely stranded. I've done a time machine backup today as well. That is up to date. It doesn't feel like it's been a whole year since Black Panther came out. In fact, maybe it feels like it's been much longer because just so many Disney and Marvel movies have come out in that time. But it's interesting seeing one of those times where, unlike the Super Bowl, your prediction was completely wrong. I guess I should also talk to you about my wrist. A year on, and at this point almost 2 years since I originally injured it, it still gives me a little bit of trouble. At this point, I'm starting to wonder whether my wrist will ever be exactly the same. But I did end up going to that appointment you just booked, and they did clear it. They scanned it and they gave me a clean bill. And nowadays it is mobile. I am able to pick stuff up. I'm able to move it without feeling pain. It's just that occasionally I'm bothered by a small discomfort or an ache. And I'm still mindful of taking it very slowly when it comes to lifting heavy objects and working out with it. I've been doing those tiny little quick reps with your wrist to try and strengthen it, and I've been avoiding positions and activities at the gym that put all the weight on that particular area of the wrist. So I'm hopeful about it, and I'm taking those small steps, and I'm trying not to push it, and it definitely isn't getting me down in the way that it's getting you down. Right now, the wrist is just one of the things that is on your mind, Past Bing, and I know from first-hand experience that your brain is a bit of a chaotic space at the moment. You're still processing the huge shift that occurred when you met up with Tom. You're concerned about your body and your health. You're concerned about your creativity. And as will soon become very apparent to you, you are drinking too much. We, Past Bing, are by no measure alcoholics, but right now you are struggling with taking things to an excess. Not just alcohol, but caffeine and eating and staying up late. I think if you're being honest with yourself, it's to do with that search for creativity. And it's tied up in this kind of false cultural belief that the artist takes things to an extreme. The creative mind has to be the messy mind, and that creativity is responding to unusual situations. And hey, what's the easiest way to put yourself in unusual situations? Don't get enough sleep, drink too much caffeine, go on misguided adventures. I think Jamie's at the door. I had forgotten that Jamie was coming over, and I am completely naked. Hang on. I need to put on at least trousers. But if it's house viewings, oh shit.
Coming!
Oh, I am so relieved that it's you and not house viewings.
Oh.
I was entirely naked because Mandy and Phil are away.
Well, yeah, you're home alone, aren't you?
I was doing this whole naked vlog.
Oh, right.
And I thought I could bash it out before you arrived. Clearly not.
There's a double meaning there.
So Jamie's here now. I've been forced to put on some clothes. He's been telling me about his new spider.
His full name is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Of course, yes. I'm torn because Andrew's my middle name, but Andrew Lloyd Webber is a dick.
He is.
You've named your beloved pet after a man who willfully wears a top hat.
I know. I mean,
unironically wears a top hat and flew halfway across the world to vote leave. What I'm trying to say is, you can be creative without destroying yourself. Yeah, look after yourself. I know you're not going to for the next few weeks, but after that. Tomorrow, in fact, you're going to give me very similar advice, but it's advice that you're not following yourself. So, work on that. I put the tie back on because I want to plug a few things. If you're enjoying this series so far, please follow at PBFB 2012, the original old school Twitter handle of the PBFB project. If you haven't checked it out or backed already, please consider backing the Kickstarter. There's a link to that in the down. And earlier on, I mentioned my Patreon and my Discord. You can connect to both of those in the down as well. Sorry this is a bit of a short one, but I'm just working and I don't want to put you through that.